Welcome back to another episode of Minecult Earth. Today, this is recorded just after the other episode just got uploaded, episode 2. I haven't really checked out the shopping district. I've done some minor things in between while editing because I can't help but not focus on one thing. I love ADHD, it's so much fun. I'm not diagnosed, but more likely have it. But still. I couldn't focus on just editing, so periodically I came on here and did stuff like this, made mud, at least at the bottom of the river. It will slowly spread. It's just a minor project. I do want to say one thing. I'm not happy about the height of this area. Thinking about it realistically, I want it somewhere like Lil's height, so 2 to 3 blocks off the ground. So I'm probably going to come through here later today, or not later today, but later in the episode, and just flatten this whole entire thing down as much as possible, down to about this height, maybe, but throughout the whole thing. I do have some things planned, and I will be going over to the iron farm for that. Me and Mischief have been in talks. With the iron farm now having the shop, we do need to build up a bit of iron blocks in our stockpile, especially since people on the server will probably be buying iron blocks a lot of the time, meaning that due to that, and we can't AFK 24/7 because server goes down every night, there's periods where we aren't AFK. Yet there's stuff that people have done on the server, like up there and specifically over there with Mischief, which is the chunk loaders. So shortly, me and Mischief are going to be working on the chunk loaders and mainly building up what we need as a stockpile. The shopping district, from my knowledge, doesn't have any more shops added to. Only these 3. Don't know if they've even got sales yet. I do know that these shops are really good so far. I will be buying a lot of wool. I've decided if I do build the Nether Highway, I need a lot of black and yellow wool for the sake of the arrows and such. But generally speaking, it's early days within the server. Everything is quite interconnected still. We do have the end fight in about 20 hours. Although that is still yet to be done. Obviously, at this time, it's still yet to be organized properly. We haven't got a stronghold, I think, but we will be fighting the dragon. There was a vote. A lot of people voted. Sadly, we can't have everyone on for the event, like how we had on server day release, but still, it doesn't matter. Either way, I'm gonna head over to the iron farm now. I'll cut to me and Mischief working on the chunk loader. So, I'm over here now. Me and Mischief have got the stuff. Well, Mischief's got the stuff on him. He's explained a bit of how this works, but he has opted in to actually explain it on the recording. And I've decided, you know, why not? It might be a bit much, so I will probably put a timestamp to when the whole thing ends, the explanation, if it's too much to understand. But yeah, we're going to be putting a chunk loader over this corner. He'll explain why in a second, but yeah, I'm going to def it in the game now.
We're going to be building a nether portal chunk loader, and the way nether portal chunk loaders work is when an item or any entity moves through a nether portal, the chunks on the other side of that nether portal are loaded for 15 seconds. It loads a 3x3 grid centered on the nether portal, and so yeah, if you have a couple of linked nether portals and pass an entity back and forth between them, that entity will keep both sides of the nether portal loaded in the 3x3 area. So what we're going to do is build up to close to world height and build the overworld side of the chunk loader here. Thank you for the dirt, Nat. That will be very handy.
Also, I do have a gift like I promised you for helping with this.
Oh, you did? Oh, thank you very much.
I remember you built a whole streaker pit near one of your shops in a previous season.
I did. Was that near my shop or was it near someone else's shop?
It
I'm
was
sure it was near my shop. I would never do such a thing to someone else.
it was right by your shop, Mishaf. It was right under it. But yeah, no. We're also doing this because of the fact that, well, due to the server going down every night, you can't get full 24-hour AFK coverage at the minute.
Hmm.
Server restarts might become once every 2 to 3 days after the end fight, because that's just how it might be. But this
But yeah, for the
is a
time
permanent
being,
fix for
yeah, because
AFK.
I believe in one of the most recent updates, they made a change so that if a chunk was loaded when the server closes down, it'll be loaded when the server restarts, which means chunk loaders keep on working across server restarts
Yeah.
now, which is quite nice.
So where are we put? We're putting up on the scrap table.
So yeah, we want to do it. This chunk we're in right here is the one we need to put the chunk
Yeah.
loader in, but to keep it somewhat centered on the farm, we're going to do it in the corner here.
Yeah.
So let's start. In fact, tell you what. Yeah, you start building your column up. I'm going to get the schematic placed in the
I don't
meantime.
have the schematic at all, so this
No
is.
worries, you'll be able to grab it after this.
I'll be able to actually finally have a schematic, and I'll probably put it into the description if you're okay with me doing that, Misha.
Absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, no, like, it feels weird building a chunk loader. This is the first time I've ever built one, but it's needed to be done. We need to get infinite iron for good. No more,
Hmm.
no less. And I also do have water, so you can swim up. Don't worry. You don't have to pill it up. How how many more blocks? All the way to world height, or am I fine to stop where I am?
Head up to 250. Stop at 250.
I'm at 150 at the minute. I'd say that's fine, but then again, portal
Might as well
mechanics.
go all the way up to the top. Yep. Yeah, it just keeps the portals nice and out of the way, decreases the chance of somebody accidentally linking to them. The only thing that can mess with this is yeah, if there are some portals nearby that are like really barely linked to each other, there's a chance that they could instead link to this, but
I'm at 250.
hopefully we'll be
Water's
fine.
dropped now.
Good, good. I'm just getting the schematic placed close to you.
I'm just making a little bit of a platform.
Why does it go that way? No, one more.
It'd be funny if more deaths was made from this iron farm after all of that death count we had. We had 4
We've come a
deaths.
long way since that time, though. I think it'll take a lot more than that to kill us now.
Yeah. I'll spleef you up here, don't worry.
I'll live. Nice. That is. Do I have this misplaced by one? No, no, this is all good.
I
I
had
see that
to.
the attempted murder is off to a good start.
Oh!
uh, no, you're doing it wrong, you know? You can't be just using a fist knockback. You need like a bow or something to get proper knockback.
You're a netherite, it wouldn't work. Yeah. And I feel like
Uh,
you're seeing the schematic and I'm just here like this man's having like a hallucinogenic or
I'm seeing
something.
things. Trust me, the blocks, they're there. I can see them.
Yeah.
Nope, I think this is placed in the right place. So it starts off the bottom layer with this dirt block here.
So
This is to. Oh, I need to unpack my bundle.
like that.
Uh,
Is that where the
doesn't need to be obsidian. No,
Oh.
no, that's just a supporting block for some redstone. So you know, I'm using dirt, but it could be anything. And on top of that goes a comparator, which is going to read the output from a dropper, which may be best to place now. Actually, now let's get the dirt first. So the comparator goes into a dirt. Another dirt here for one of the corners of the portal. Another dirt here for another corner of the portal. And now the obsidian, yeah, between those. Perfect.
And is it free high?
It is,
It has
yes.
to be free high. I don't know why I said it. It's free high. Could have been 4 high, to be honest.
Right, here goes the dropper. And then a couple of hoppers leading into that.
Oh, I just.
My comparator.
It didn't fall down, like.
Okay, that's on me. That's my bad, you know. I'll go fetch that comparator. You've gotten rid of the water. I do hope you still got a water bucket on you.
No, I don't.
No.
I'm joking. I do have a water bucket.
You.
This is the joy of building stuff with me. It's always scuffed. Hey, listen.
It's worth it for the shenanigans.
Worth it for the shenanigans. You
Hello.
could just shoot me off right now.
Alright, good stuff. Got the portal down there, so use the comparator. Then dropper that's actually going to fire the thing.
I'm
Bit more
guessing we
dirt.
have like a wall on it on the back as well here.
Yep, exactly. Yep, you want to just fill that up.
I would, but I'm out of dirt.
Ah, well,
I thought I brought enough dirt,
have
but
some dirt.
uh,
Just throwing it down here. That is not dirt. That is a comparator.
thank you for the dirt.
Have some dirt.
I think that's slightly discolored dirt though.
Bit smaller than it's supposed to be too, but don't worry about it. Observer facing this way. And a trapdoor that's going to trigger the observer. So the idea is, I think that all the components are built now. Yep.
This
An
is sort
item
of
will
like
fall.
the
Mhm.
solar system I had, where it detects the change of the bottom thing and then powers this, which and this is powered by that, causing it to open. The observer
Yep.
sees that and then powers this and shoots the item out.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're going to have another one of these portals in the nether side, obviously rotated 180 degrees. It will fire items in here. They go in the hopper, um, head into the bottom dropper, which then fires. Now that I think about it, how have I got this set up to fire? Oh, that's right, because we'll get 2 pulses from the observer, one for when the trapdoor flicks the other way, and then when it comes back again, those 2 will fire the bottom dropper and then the top hopper, passing it back through the portal. So,
So a lot of
let's
complicated stuff.
get it closed up. And perfect.
Mishap and me have set this up. We are heading over to the nether side now to get the last bit set up. I did have to harvest some more dirt over there, but that's fine. He's getting ladders because of where we need to go. We need to get the Y height, everything correct. It should be built fairly soon. He'll be meeting up with me at the actual portal shortly. I might as well head there and wait a second. I'll cut to when he arrives, if he's not there already. He is not. Wait, no. He is. So there's no point of a cut. I'll just we'll be building up wherever he needs to, and we'll work on the chunk loader then.
We are building over here, 197, negative 244. So, here.
Is that
I will.
is that for the pillar?
That's for the center of the portal. So actually, maybe do the pillar a couple blocks over in a direction.
Like right here.
I'll get the schematic placed in the meantime. Yep, that
What
looks
Y
good.
height?
250 again.
So where's the portal gonna go?
You have built this platform pretty much perfectly. If we just extend this, I left on fast right click. But yeah, if we just extend this this way a bit.
How much?
There we go. Just that. That's all good. So this is the low dirt block again. Here are the corners of the portal. And yeah.
I'm just gonna add a 1 block onto the side. Over here, actually 2, and 1 more back here, because unlike the overworld side, you can't really clutch in nether.
The only clutch is hoping that I remember to throw an ender pearl in my stasis chamber
Actually,
and relogging.
No, there is a clutch that you can do, but it's so abysmally annoying to do, and I don't think it actually works in this version. You can, if you fall off a certain height, hold shift and like tap space or something as you fall, like when you nearly hit the ground, and let go of shift at the same time. You jump mid-air and it negates all your fall damage. It's a really janky way of avoiding fall damage. But obviously, oh, well, there's load of block in now, or load of dirt in for a second. I was tempted to name a single iron ingot and put that as the thing that we would use.
Yeah, it can be fun to, put something cool as the loader item. Right, I will just open that up again for a second. That is it done. Wow, it was so much faster that time.
Then again, it's because you
So,
weren't explaining it. Do we go through this portal, or?
Yep, let's give it a shot. Hopefully it'll link both ways and all will be well.
And then we'll just put the dirt on top of there or something.
Good, good. And back. Oh yeah, I was going to say about nether portal linking. It's not too hard. It's basically just you divide the overworld coordinates by 8, except for Y, obviously, and then
Yeah.
it's just whichever portal is closest.
So, in between like the previous part and now, me and Mishef have just been sitting around talking while this has been working. We've got a little bit of iron. I've transported every bit of iron up here just for the sake of making it so we can tell once it works. Obviously, rain starts. Just the comedic timing. Mishef's using his status chamber as always, but yeah. Now that is working, hopefully, it should be spawning iron golems if we aren't at it. We'll be able to tell probably tomorrow if it's working. I will cut to me over at my base in a second because, as I said, I'm not really happy about the height of it. I'm probably going to be tearing it all down and rebuilding it, which will involve a massive time lapse of just mining and like I don't want every video to have a time lapse, but at the same time, they're fun to make. I enjoy them, but yeah. Now that this is done with this up here, we should have infinite iron for the rest of the season, and I can start selling it permanently without any issue at all. But yeah, I'm gonna now head over to my base, so I'll see you over there. So, in between, like a bit ago, well, not even a bit ago, like a few days ago, and now, we did the Ender Dragon fight on the server. The stuff I had recorded, I'm probably not going to put into the video. If I do, it'll probably be its own separate thing. Because it was a wonderful event. It was very fun. Had a bunch of chaotic stuff. But today, it's mainly focusing on building a creeper farm. I have limited fireworks. Mishef has an infinite supply. It's just me and him always working on farms together. He is a bit of my teacher for farms. This design of farm, though, is specifically from Mumbo Jumbo's videos that he doesn't hit on Hermitcraft. It's a really fun design. I actually really enjoyed recreating it in creative, and I probably will put the schematic in the description. I would have to obviously get it into like a media file or something, I don't know, or Google Drive and upload it. If I can, I will put it in description. If not, then sadly I won't. But yeah, me and Mishef will be working on this creeper farm.
So, yeah, how do you want to split this up? Do you want to do like one layer each, alternating
Uh,
layers?
for the first part, I'd say I need magma blocks. I'm done. Where's the magma blocks? I don't know where they're stored on this. If you want, take some stone bricks
Yep.
and build like a layer that would be the collection underneath.
Okay, so actually, you know, I don't really know. Okay, so there is no plan for the collection, right? We're just gonna
Yeah,
improvise it.
it's just gonna be rails and like hopper mine carts.
Okay, cool. So I'll just build a stone platform underneath. Sounds like a plan. I've got the creeper entities on in the
Yeah.
schematic, and I just got jump scared by one. Oh my god! Oh, it's just a ghost. We're all good.
Yeah, that's the funny part of this schematic. I forgot to turn that. Like, I forgot to turn it to peaceful. So we have that, and we have snow golems in a bit appearing. So you can be like, oh, there's snow golems here. There's not. So, bad news.
Mm-hmm.
I underprepared the buttons.
Oh dear.
Good news, there's a spruce forest not too far out. I think I know why I underprepared the buttons, because I overprepared the fences. At least everything is so close together that, you know, it's not 10 years to fly back and forth.
Yeah.
My only concern is that the farm itself might make the ocean, because it's towards the shopping district, look a bit bad. But I could just build a show around it, couldn't I?
You could, yeah. This is a very decoratable farm, and I think it looks quite good, honestly, as farms go. But I might be biased.
You love how farms look, though. You like the whole steampunky
Yep.
vibe that some give, or the mechanical jankiness they feel. Like that I understand, and I like that as well. I want to do a steampunk city in like one of the next seasons and such, which actually uses farms all the way through them. Which I feel like you and me comboing that together, you know, might be the way we go.
Mm-hmm.
Though with this season, me and you working on every farm together that I've, got. I feel like next season we should probably not work together for a little while. Don't want it to be a repeat every season, but at the same time, people will just go to the same groups every season.
Do you have any carpet?
Uh, that's the one thing I forgot.
No worries, I'll go and grab some. We need 156. That's too bad. BRB. I should probably just rejoin the group.
Yeah, I was about to say any, preferably white though,
Okay, white can.
just to match the
Yeah.
snow golems and such.
Ooh.
All the snow golems are in. I'm just gonna put a roof over them for now because of the fact that if I don't and it snows, not snows, rains, bye bye snow golems.
Hmm.
Which
They will be missed.
we don't really want to happen. Did you also get some more stone or?
Yes. No, I did not. But yeah, it does look like we're running a bit low, doesn't it?
Yeah, no.
Right, I can go and I'll just grab this shulker of stone and go fill it up. Here's the carpet in the
Actually,
meantime.
let me just empty it out very quickly. There you are, full empty shulker.
Perfect, thanks.
I will take
Um,
that and I'll take like 5 stacks of tinted glass. Hope
Peace.
that's enough for now.
I have a deal with Kiwi and Fairy where I sell them gunpowder and they sell me fireworks. It's a pretty good deal, I thought. I'm screwing myself out of that deal. What am I doing?
For free.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting free fireworks. You're not selling
True, but I
gunpowder.
can't sell gunpowder anymore. I mean, I can, but
You could sell gunpowder at an exorbitant price because you have infinite yourself, no matter what.
if we're selling yeah, I suppose it does work out for me. Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm selling rockets and you're not getting any of the profits of rockets themselves. That's one thing I do want to make clear.
Oh, then I am screwing myself, because yeah, at the moment I make money from the deals. I provide the gunpowder, Fairy and Kiwi provide the sugarcane. We both profit.
That's the thing, Mischief. I'm allowing you to sell the rockets if you want, but like I didn't know if you were going to sell the rockets or what. And if you were going to sell them, I was going to be like, yeah, no, I'll give you an offer then that you can't refuse and say half the profit goes to you, half the profit goes to me.
I will say, thank you for convincing me to like give the end not immediately being open a shot, because actually I've had a really good time not having elytras for a while.
It made it so like people actually built closer, not like 4,000 blocks each away. And even when people did go far, it was close by by Nether portal. And it sort of built up like the fact that you do need infrastructure, not you can just
Yeah,
freely do what you want and have nothing impact you. If having that
like I'd never built a stasis chamber before, and now I can't believe I've never built a stasis chamber before. It's so useful.
yeah, it's that necessity that you have for the mobility or like movement between the world that you just don't normally appreciate.
Yep.
And like having the world feel that much bigger in the sense of you've had to wait until end opened to get an elytra, it made it, in my opinion, feel like the world was absolutely massive, not just like accessible by just 2 seconds of flight.
Yeah.
You have to interact with people. You can't be 10,000 blocks away because it's too far to walk constantly.
Yep.
Interacting becomes more common. People talk. Like, before this season started, you had no clue who Fairy was.
Yep.
This, like, going into the season, now, you know who Fairy is. You've talked to him
Yes,
a lot
indeed.
throughout the season, and, like, that's the one thing I want people to actually do. Talk and interact, not just isolate themselves. Because I've had seasons where, and you've seen Dawn of Champions, someone gets Elytra day 1, which is normally you,
Naturally.
sells like 5 different Elytras, or people mimic what you do, and then from there, no one really interacts with anyone other than just to watch what they do, which can be fun. Don't get me wrong. I love watching my friends, fail at doing stuff and also learn how they do stuff. Like that's fun to do. But having like how it was for a while, where your temporary home was by the farms and seeing how the progress was happening there in real time, and then finding your own place to live that was not that far from it, and also not far from other people. Like Sam's not that far from you, but that's the thing. Like having people near you and not interacting with them killed other servers, in my opinion. Dawn Champions, it was Achilles heel of it. There was two groups that mainly interacted with each other.
Shall actually, yeah, I'll help out with the roof for a little bit so that I can then do
I've
the trapdoors.
taken all of the slabs.
May I have some slabs, please?
You can craft some. Is there even a
I
craft
mean,
table down
I
there?
can, but
There's a
one sec. Let me get a crafting
there's a
table.
log.
Right, I did. Right, let me just dig into here and start placing trapdoors. You wanna join in on the trapdooring?
Yeah, I'm just clearing out the quick scaffolding of dirt for a second.
Nice.
Even though I probably should leave it there because we need to go back in and put like the minecart track and all that.
Nice, that's it done, isn't it?
Yep. Come on. Out you get. There you are.
Wow, there we go.
It
Done.
took how long to build? 30 minutes.
Right, so
Plus,
AFK
like,
point. And do you wanna do collection while I do AFK point?
yeah,
Yeah, that was so fast.
like I was expecting this to be like a 2-hour build. Do you think this is enough temporary storage for like a few hours of AFK?
I think it might just about be. Yep.
It might seem a bit slow. It's spawning like a decent amount of creepers.
Yes, indeed.
It is baiting them all in.
I like how they're so mad down there. They're trying to get back up, get at the snow golems,
Yeah.
but there's no hope.
Thing is, I had built this originally one block too short at the bottom. Oh, not one block too short. One block. I don't know if it'd be short at all. It was like instead of 4 blocks down, it was 2 blocks down, and the snow golems could still see the creepers. As you can see, they're looking down at the creepers for a second, and they look back up at the bottom. So they could still see the creepers and would try to snowball them. And that's the whole issue. I'm guessing you've gone down, Mischief, because the farm's not activated.
Nope. I'm still here, and it seems to be working.
Yeah, it just for a second didn't spawn creepers. Do you want to actually go down and check how much gunpowder it's given us already?
Yeah, sounds good.
It'll always come from this side here. Mischief,
Uh-huh.
how I build my sorting systems is they start from one side and go to the other.
I see.
It will never fill up like the whole column. Like it won't fill up all the columns at once. It'll fill up one and go across. 64.
Nice. I think that is
64
faster
gunpowder.
than my witch farm. I think.
Yeah. 64 gunpowder in like what 2 minutes is not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's just off of like this, and we could also optimize this a tiny bit more.
Right, do you wanna tear down the build platform?
No, I'm gonna light it up with torches. There's no point in getting rid of it
Nice.
because I'm also gonna be building other stuff nearby. As you can see, I'm building a glass platform now because no mobs can spawn on that, to my knowledge.
Yes, indeed.
But anyway, I'm gonna now go AFK and end this recording part and just chat with Lil and Carson. You have a good rest of your day.
Sounds
if I
good.
don't speak to you,
Likewise. See you around.
see you around. I will hopefully have enough gunpowder. So, in between the last clip and this one that I'm now recording, it's been a few days instead of a few hours. Stuff has happened on the server. I've crafted a few fireworks. I know how much this has produced, roughly. Because last time I checked, it was up to about here. But I've verified it a bit more because of the amount of shenanigans I did. For example, I went out my way and got all this TNT and all this ancient debris. I did have a lot more sugarcane made from that sugarcane farm over there. I did temporarily. But this is the amount of gunpowder I have now. I didn't expect it to be up to here. Maybe here? Like, as I said, here was like my last thing. Obviously, this is multiple days of like shenanigans and such. A bunch of things have happened on the server since I last played. Or at least, not last played, but last did a bit of recording because, well, I got a tiny bit, just a tiny bit distracted by all the shenanigans that people were doing. So, now that I've got pretty much infinite gunpowder, I will be working on a sugarcane farm fairly soon. It's going to be fully automatic, but I now need to work on the final part of what I had planned, at least for this episode. Although I don't think I mentioned what I had planned. there's a lot of stuff I did have sort of like planned out to be done, and one of them does involve my my base or village area that I'm going to be building. I'm going to be building like multiple different houses, improving on the landscape here, because my biggest issue that I've had with all of this terrain compared to last season build that I did, this terrain is so annoying to work with because it's too steep. I've kind of wanted to do something like Lil's terrain, where it's only a few blocks up. So I've decided to come through and pretty much just tear up all of the terrain from like here and make the actual terrain how I want it to be and build all the small excess things I need to do. This will be the largest part of my build, I feel like, at least temporarily, because I do plan to build all the way to that mountain, if not over there. Maybe build something in between, like here, because there's a lot of stuff I could do. It's just deciding on what I want done with this whole area and then working on it. That obviously will take probably the whole season because of where I am. But anyway, I'm gonna start work on the whole area. I'll probably cut to me working on it in a time lapse because I haven't done one this episode yet, I think. I know I've done time lapse every episode, but they're just so much fun to edit. So I'll see you in the time lapse. although I haven't completed all that I wanted to do with this, obviously I want to work up the terrain all the way to over where this house is and work on this side. But doing that will probably take me hours. So I'm probably going to do that in between episodes. Meaning there isn't anything for me to do anymore for this episode. I do have some plans for the fourth episode, which do end up revealing a bit of major stuff. One of them involving all of these diamonds I've got in here, and also will involve a bunch of ancient debris, because why not? I did go out of my way to get a lot of that for a reason, which will be the head games. Either PvP or PvE event. People have the choice of entering of their own accord. Sort of similar to Season 7 of Hermitcraft, where Zombie Clear, if I'm correct, did head games. Taking a lot of inspiration from that. But still, that event, I need to build the whole thing for it next episode. And I'm also going to be working on the terrain for this whole entire area in between episodes. So yeah, I have very little left to do, if not any. So I'll catch you in the next episode of Minecult Earth. Bye!